From Kim Jong-un hanging out with Dennis Rodman to border guards along the DMZ, here are 31 unbelievable photos taken from North Korea. Number 31. Internet not available. If you're planning on bringing your laptop to North Korea, don't do it. There's generally no internet access available to the general public. The tour guide most likely staged people at this library to make it seem as though they have internet access available, but her screen is completely blank. Only the elite hackers in North Korea have internet access, or the highest government officials. Foreigners can access the 3G phone network, which reimagine can get pretty expensive. Any electronics or tablets have a high inbuilt security system and surveillance. Number 30. Soldier selfie. Take one good look at this photo, and you can tell it just has banned written all over it. First of all, wearing blue jeans in North Korea is against the law and seen as a symbol of Western imperialism. Somehow, this guy managed to get a photo with a member of the North Korean army without it getting confiscated. No word on whether or not the soldier was sent to a hard labor camp for the rest of his life. Number 29. The Supreme Ruler. Kim Jong-un is without a doubt the wealthiest citizen of North Korea, and in case you were wondering why they suffer from famines all the time, all you have to do is take one good look at this guy and you'll understand why. Even North Korea's closest ally of China has criticized him for his weight problem, and he's actually demanded them to stop. China's social media has called him things such as Kim the Fat or Kim Half Moon. Maybe they should really just call him Kim Jong Unhealthy. We probably shouldn't trust this guy with nuclear weapons. Just saying. Number 28. Food production. North Korea never really experienced massive food shortages until Kim Jong-un was born in the 1980s. Coincidence? North Korea doesn't want you to know that he's been stashing it all for himself. This photo shows Kim Jong-un inspecting agricultural products, but he might need some time alone with that. Number 27. Pure Bliss. Here in this photo, we see Kim Jong-un at a cheese factory in North Korea, and he's rumored to have an addiction to Swiss cheese, especially after living there as a kid. However, this is kind of a luxury, and since North Korea can't obtain Swiss cheese too easily, he's trying to make it himself. Number 26. Malnutrition. North Korea is also known as the Hermit Kingdom, and they often deny any aid or help from other countries. Despite the horrible famines and cases of child malnutrition, it's very rare that they'll actually ask any international organization for help. This photo shows a UNICEF worker examining a child in the industrial town of Huichan in 1997, and seeing an image like this would be banned in North Korea. Number 25. Young workers. Poverty does exist everywhere, and not just in North Korea. But these photos of little kids working on a field where there's clearly no food or vegetation is quite heart-wrenching. Instead of playing with bicycles or a sport, doing hard labor appears to be the norm. Number 24. North Korea at night. Here in this photo, we see the great difference between a thriving nation to the south and the Hermit Kingdom to the north. There is nearly no electricity at night, and the North Korean capital has the only lights visible from an aerial view. Number 23. Eye doctor. North Korea lacks any kind of modern-day medical equipment, and due to the malnutrition, more and more people are being diagnosed with cataracts. In 2017, National Geographic released a documentary about a doctor from Nepal curing hundreds of North Korean citizens. This man in the red shirt can see perfectly for the first time in years, and won't be thanking the doctor for his hard work, but the supreme leader of North Korea for allowing such an opportunity. Number 22. North Korea Airlines. In case you were wondering, yes, North Korea does have an airlines called Air Koryo, and taking photos in flight normally isn't allowed. This photographer was able to get a few good ones, and it really actually doesn't seem as bad as you might imagine. The food looks alright, as you can see from this photo, and it's what's served on the flight from Malaysia, but they might not want you to know that they don't have the best aircraft available, and this one in the photo with the flight attendants is actually from the 1950s. Number 21. Border guard. This photo here shows a guard between the border of North and South Korea. Living life without internet for many of you would be very difficult, and you most likely want to escape. But is it worth it? It really is a lose-lose situation, unless you have truly nothing to lose. Let's say you are able to make it to South Korea. The government will be aware of your escape, and your entire family will pay for your crimes in a hard labor camp, and there's even a possibility of execution. If North Korea can't punish you, they'll simply punish the ones you love the most. Number 20. Grab your bike. Outside of major cities, cars are just non-existent, and bikes are the most common form of getting around here by a long shot. Seeing a car would almost be like seeing a flying saucer for these people. Here we see several villagers on their bikes, and due to a national fuel shortage and a lack of income, it seems like it's going to be like that for a while. Number 19. Their music rooms. If you've ever wondered how North Korea enjoyed their music, we can tell you, probably not that much. Just look at the music rooms they have in this photo. With each station holding a boombox, there isn't any room to get up and dance, and that's probably the point. Number 18. How they watch TV. As we all know, the North Korean government is extremely strict with what they allow their citizens to watch. In this picture, you can see up close what it would be like to watch a TV show that is allowed by the government. Number 17. Housing in North Korea. For most, housing in North Korea is bleak and bland. You can see from some of the many accommodation blocks in this picture that North Korea's citizens call home. The concrete structures dominate the Pyongyang skyline. Number 16. Keeping things clean. As a culture that holds such importance in their monuments and political structures, they do make sure to take the time to deal with the upkeep. In this picture, you can see a team of women cleaning one of the many monuments which is considered sacred in their country. Number 15. The Demilitarized Zone. One of the most tense pieces of land stretches along the 38th parallel and is known as the Demilitarized Zone. The border is 2.5 miles thick and separates North and South Korea. It was created in order to keep the two countries separated and to keep some peace in the area. It's considered to be a no man's land and is filled with landmines, electric fences, barbed wire, and other obstacles to keep people from trying to cross into their neighbor's territory. Number 14. The Interview. Since its release, the movie The Interview, starring Seth Rogen and James Franco, has been seen everywhere except for, you guessed it, in North Korea. After its release, North Korean officials filed a complaint with the United Nations stating that they felt that the movie was an act of war. They feel so strongly about the movie that each laptop coming into the country is searched to make sure that the film never makes it across the North Korean border. Number 13. Coal-powered vehicles. Believe it or not, but North Korea still maintains and uses both coal and wood-fueled vehicles. In this photo, you can see a citizen taking a quick nap while his partner is busy fueling the truck that they're riding on. Number 12. Brutal. North Korea has been accused of many war crimes and other atrocities against humanity. A rare banned image was taken by a former guard, who remains anonymous, of what some conditions here are like, and it seems pretty intense. It's not just the camps that are degrading. The reasons for people getting put here can be as simple as not following the same hairstyles approved by the government demonstrated in this photo, watching an American movie, or not showing full support for Kim Jong-un. Number 11. The students of North Korea. You can see dozens of students in this picture here. They are possibly waiting for their next set of classes to start and are taking a well-deserved break in Ilsung Square. Number 10. Even in the train. Even here in this photo, you can expect to see photographs of the country's great leaders. They make sure to remind you who's boss at every turn and every corner. Number 9. Harsh conditions. Tour guides forbid you of taking any kind of photos of malnutrition going on in the country. However, these kids were spotted collecting grains of corn from the ground. You can tell from the expressions on their face that they're quite hungry and are unsure what will be in store for them in the future. Number 8. The Yanggakdo International Hotel. This is the hotel that most foreign visitors stay when they come to visit North Korea. As you can see from this photo, the hotel is located on an isolated island as to prevent people from wandering around the cities without escorts. It is rumored that tourists are put in rooms facing the best parts of Pyongyang, while others speculate that the rooms are bugged. Number 7. Mass dance for National Day. Every year, men and women come from all over to participate in the mass dance in celebration of National Day, where attendance is mandatory. In this picture, you can see dancers, all in traditional costume, happy and eager to celebrate the founding of North Korea in 1948. Number 6. Form of travel. As you can see from this picture, even members of the military utilize bicycles in order to get around. Since the cost of owning and operating a vehicle is so high, cars are only owned by the wealthy and the elite. However, riding around on a bicycle is a much healthier form of transportation. Number 5. Camp Korea. If North Koreans want to send their children to summer camp, they can. The camp is actually called the International Children's Union Camp, whose lobby is pictured here. The propaganda about Kim Jong-un in North Korea would lead many to believe that he is some kind of divine being, and any luck or fortune that a citizen comes across is usually because of him. This is probably the kind of stuff they learn here. Number 4. Traffic women. While many people will certainly listen to every piece of propaganda that comes out of Kim Jong-un's mouth, they will have little to no respect for law enforcement, especially when it comes to minor laws that won't get them locked up in a prison camp. This photo here shows a female officer in a blue uniform. Number 3. No photos allowed. Technically, since North and South Korea are still at war, that makes us at war with them as well. Remember, we are only in a ceasefire. It's very rare that Westerners get the chance to come here, and strict rules apply to everyone with a camera. There are quite a few photos that you're not allowed to take, and this soldier really doesn't care about this guy's Instagram posts. The soldiers told him that photos of the demilitarized zone were okay, but not of him. Number 2. The Mansudae Grand Monument. North Koreans come from far and wide to bow and pay the respects to the former great leaders of their nation. The monument is of Kim Il-sung and his son, Kim Jong-il, and together, they look out across the city of Pyongyang. This picture here shows the monument's astounding size, and they simply dwarf the citizens standing in the forefront of the photo. Number 1. Kim meets Rodman. In 2014, Dennis Rodman, along with 3 other former Harlem Globetrotters, visited the North Korean capital of Pyongyang to hold a basketball game. The idea was dreamt up by Shane Smith, the founder of Vice Media, a stunt media company. Surprisingly enough, not only did Kim Jong-un accept the idea, he agreed to attend the game himself. In this picture, you can see Kim Jong-un and Dennis Rodman as they become friends. Will North Korea and America ever become friends like them? Who knows?